best game. What were your thoughts on kind of some of the things that allowed you guys to improve? And without Bernard, what are some things you want to do to continue to just build on the run defense?
With the run defense, that's something that we had a big focus on coming into last week's game. I think everyone played together as a defense. And like I said, stressing everybody to, do their job first and then go in to help out, then go in to make a play. I feel like guys really focused on that in last week's game. As far as Bernard, I feel like TA, obviously, he had him a good game, Tyrell Adams. Obviously he's a great player. We have a lot of respect for what he's been able to do for the team. And there's no way to replace, the things that he's able to do. But, it's always a next man up mentality. I feel like TA has been able to – he showed that he was able to step up into that role, and looking forward to going into this next week.
And just from your perspective individually, what you do, how much do you want to kind of on your own do as much as you can? Obviously, to play within the defense, but just anything you can do to, augment where that defense is going. Thank you.
For me personally, just keeping consistent what I'm able to do with the defense and just making sure I have my head on, being able to lead the defense out there. Definitely having to step more up in that role, being that Bernard is gone. Him, me, and my TA, both of us, just working together and keeping the defense together.
John McClain.
They run A.J. Brown and Jonnu Smith, and not many teams do that. How tough is it to not just prepare for a receiver and a tight end to get the ball on running plays, but to actually defense it?
It's definitely going to be tough. It's going to be a challenge, going into every week. And I think that we're going to be able to step up to that challenge this week.
James Palmer.
Zach, can you wear Derrick Henry down? Is that possible for a defense?
I believe so.
Okay. With the way they use him in the play action game, for where you're at in the middle of the field, how much and how important are your eyes in getting a look at how that exchange or exchange doesn't happen to get a jump?
All right, yeah, that's going to be definitely very important. It's going to be a big part of the game that we believe. So I would say it's going to be something that's going to have to be focused on as far as the linebackers and DBs as well.
And last one I got for you is talking to Tannehill today. He said a lot of times down in the red zone, Jonnu is not their number one target, but he finds a way to keep moving and get open, and that's how a lot of these touchdowns are coming. Is he that guy when you watch film that he's constantly, trying to find another space that he can get to around where you're going to be at?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, from what I see, he's definitely a hustle guy. Just the different guy that's always working. I still remember from last year. I think we had an interception on the goal line. He was the one that actually ran all the way down there to make the tackle. So I definitely see him as that guy that's obviously hustling, working hard to do what he can for his team.
Appreciate it.
Brandon Scott.
Hey, Zach, how big of a communication adjustment is it for you guys without Bernard McKinney? What was that like out there for y'all last week, and how do you anticipate that'll go in y'all's second week without him?
As far as the communication adjustment, it wasn't that different because, I actually have had a lot of communication where I was having to communicate the defense, give the calls and all that last year and some parts of this year. So it wasn't that hard going into that.
Adam Wexler.
Zach, that play you just mentioned where Jonnu ran down Whitney on that interception, you were involved in that play. It looked like, I actually just watched it the other day, you noticed that he had the angle on him, maybe about the 30, 40-yard line.
Yeah.
Is that how you remember it?
Oh, yeah, that's exactly how I remember it. So, yeah, I pretty much noticed it just a second too late, and, he was already passing me when I tried to speed up and go after him, but, wasn't able to get to him.
Aaron Wilson.
Zach, when you look at the talent on the defense, do you guys ever just sort of say to each other, hey, you know what, we have a lot of good players here. We should be playing better, and, it's time to start doing that.
Oh, yeah, we just have those conversations all the time. So we're constantly telling each other, just being, everybody being able to step up to the plate and show that.
And just to clarify, the helmet device thing now, is that you'll be doing that from going forward with Bernard injured, or is that for someone else?
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, okay. And also, Justin was saying you guys are now have the Oakley face shields. What do you think about wearing those? Is that something in practice that you mind doing or don't mind? What do you think about that?
I mean, I really didn't see too much of a difference for me, but I know a lot of guys were complaining about being able to breathe and get in the air while they're practicing.
Great. Thanks so much, Zach.
Thank you.